Geek History Book. We had a lot of fun last week talking about Lex Luthor and his magic TV powers. This week we're going to go look at something that kind of changed an industry for the better, and that was The Cosby Show premiered in 1984 this week.
Yes.
Now, that show ran a really long time, and it really had this massive impact on the way people looked at sitcoms and race in sitcoms. It wasn't just delegated to, hey, there's the black mailman. It was like, here's a successful black family in a sitcom, just really branching things out for the future where we get things like Roseanne and all these other fun shows that we love.
And the pudding. He likes the pudding.
We're not going to the Bill Cosby of today.
Oh, no, but because he also was partying Jello pudding pops at the time. But I mean, to be fair, there were other black family shows. I mean, there was. It
was like Good Times where they lived in the ghetto.
No. What was Dynamite?
Yeah, where they lived in the ghetto.
Yeah,
Jefferson's, where he was a ghetto guy, got rich. I mean, they all portrayed things in kind of a negative light at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, or positive.
I like Fresh Prince. I didn't think it was a very negative light.
No, I don't think that one was either.
But I don't
think you would have gotten the Fresh Prince without a show like The Cosby.
Probably
True.
not.
I did like Cosby quite a bit. I watched probably every single one of those episodes when I was a kid.
I just feel it wasn't as emotional as Fresh Prince.
I think they had emotional.
That was more of a,
It was
also
comedy.
more
comedy.
It was also based off a lot of his stand-up comedy. There was a couple episodes that were literally routines of his, where like part of his son's hair was missing, and it was because he glued his hands to his head, and that actually happened to his son in real life. So.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's something that Jeffrey did.
So September 20th, 1984, The Cosby Show gets introduced.
I shaved my head.
No, you did this with glue.
Jeffrey, do this with your
Jeffrey
hand.
did not get this inspiration from The Cosby Show.
No, he did not.
Not at all. So yeah, I think the show came at a time when TV was really needing a change to drive it forward some. But do you think that show would actually exist in that form today?
Yes.
I don't think it exists in the same
Blackish.
form. Blackish is totally a different vibe.
It's a different vibe.
It's a different vibe because today's a different vibe.
Well, look at that generation. Look how everyone was growing up. It was a completely different way of life. And now we have our generation where, if that show aired right now, it may not take off.
It'd be on
we
CBS.
probably wouldn't watch.
It would.
I think if The Cosby Show was to exist now, it would be about a black man and his husband. I think they would take it to another step, where it's about a black man and his husband who's hooked up, and they're trying to raise a family in Middle America.
Well, this also came at a time way before the reality TV boom.
No,
everything was to be reality TV. This was way
it.
before that. I think today it would have to be like a reality show. I think you're right. They'd change it. It would not be what made The Cosby Show there, which is kind of a dangerous thing to think about. If you can't make a show again, then how far have we come as a culture that you can't enjoy something like that today without it being a nostalgia factor? We talked about nostalgia on the show before.
Right, but at the same time, can we bring back Leave It to Beaver? No, because those
they tried to in that horrible movie.
Right, and it was terrible. It was horrible, but they stuck to Leave It. The sad thing about that movie is they stuck to the concept, and it was garbage because the show technically itself, by today's standards, is garbage. Could they do The Cosby Show today? No, they do Blackish, and it actually works really well because the characters aren't necessarily talking about them being black. They happen to be black in a world, and they live in that world.
Well, I also think it's the fact that they don't have to take themselves seriously. We're dealing with idiot families today. We don't have the family where the dad goes to work, the mom stays home, the kids go to school and be happy. That's not a reality, but that's what people had back in the 50s.
Yeah, and what we have
we had to
now
build
is we have one person that goes to work and then two people that stay at home and sew all day.
What kind of dream house is
Once you get old enough, you have to go and get a job because I'm not paying for you anymore.
You're paying for
Yeah.
But at the age of 18, you're out. I mean, that's what it's kind of like now.
Yeah, that's true.
So The Cosby Show harkens back to a simpler time in families, even in the 80s when we were still together. That's why I love Roseanne so much. It's just a real show. The Cosby Show felt like a real show, and it's sad that today we can't have that because we have to have a reality show like Desperate Housewives of Atlanta where they all punch each other in the face every episode.
Yeah.
Sadly, I have to say that's more of my real family.
This is why I don't watch television anymore. literally.
You're always watching TV. You're always on Facebook saying, "Where's my Star Trek? Where's this?"
That's different.
Netflix and
Netflix.
YouTube. Netflix.
So now we're going to go on to our Geek versus Geeker.
Yep, it's time for this week's Geek versus Geek, where I get to be the judge of what's the worst subject to take in a magic school. We'll be right back after this for Geek versus Geek.
Best,
Here we go.
that was the best subject.
No, worst subject.
Oh.